There's a really strange feature up there that's flat and there's no water coming from it. I imagine it's a cave or something where people did something back in the day. I don't know. But I'm out here. This is beautiful. It's snowing out. It's really coming down. And there's all this medium growth forest in the past 150 years. Look at this. Just take this all in. Take all that in. Oh my God. It's been 29 years that my grandfather passed away. He went out in the woods one day. He knew he was dying because he'd say to us every year, he'd say, you know, I'm not going to be here next year. And he meant it. He knew more than we did apparently, and he never came home. They'd found his car, and they called, and my Uncle Dan found him. They all went out in the woods, and Dan followed the tracks. He always followed to the right side of the tracks, and he found him he's been sitting by a tree and had a massive heart attack and passed away. But this is kind of the same kind of day, you know, snowing. It was pretty nasty out, and that's where my grandfather found a tree kind of like that one right there, that big old oak, and just sat next to it and summed up his whole life, his whole thoughts, his whole, I don't know what he thought about. You know, you wonder what people think about the last few moments of their life when they're dealing with that inevitable. Was he feeling sick and knew, hey, this is my moment? But what a place to go. He didn't go in a nursing home or a hospital or something like that. He went in a place like this. And this right here, there's nothing more beautiful than this. Little cabin. This little cabin right down here. Pretty nice. Nice and cozy. Wouldn't mind living there. But it's gonna ease off a little bit here, this snow. I believe it, and I'm gonna get to do some hiking today. The winter just kind of came on real fast this year. It was a couple of weeks ago. I was out hiking in shorts and taking my kayak out, and now we're in this blizzard. But the woods always have a way of showing you their peace and the nature of their soul, of the place. And so my grandfather always taught me, sit by a tree and let the animals come to you and be quiet. And I do that. And he hunted with a gun, and I hunt with a camera, like we're doing now. So when you think about it, you know, you learn the spirit of a place. You learn what feeling it has. And this right here is a feeling of a valley that's been washed out for millions of years and hollowed out, and this little stream going into this bigger stream, and this nice cabin they built. Beautiful, beautiful. And then up over the ridge there is some nice areas to. I've walked all these ridges. I've walked all these trails. This one is named after the Dars. My great grandmother was a Dar. Her father was Henry Dar, and his father was Absalom, and his father was John Dar. John Dar was one of the first. He was, I believe, the first Dar here, and it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. So I wonder which Dar this trail is named after. See, it always eases off. Every time you think it's bad, every time you think you're gonna get snowed in, I'm gonna be stuck here, and nah, snow eases off. It only does that on the top of the mountain. You come down to the bottom and you'll be fine. What could go wrong? I'm starting to feel the water raging down there in that creek and that stream. Hearing it. What does that say to you? I mean, that little stream carved this whole big valley. This whole thing. Just slowly roaring away, and sometimes running dry, sometimes running high. All the moods of nature and the feelings of seasons flowing through it. It says to me that you can endure anything, and then if you are persistent and steady and soft like water, as Lao Tzu said, you can accomplish something glorious. What a beautiful day. Very cold, bitter cold day, but nonetheless a beautiful day to be out. Thinking about Bill Forney, the sun should come out. Right about now saying his name. It should be enough, you know.